You know, I I wakened a few hours ago, and there's too much thing. There's too much truth going out right now. All you have to do is wait. All you have to do is wait. None but the righteous. You know, um, doing that old, that old gospel song, "None but the righteous." And what I see is, I gotta say, um, there's a lot of things that popped up. Because I was on first of all, I was on Bomb Cherry's channel, and I was up in the chat room for a while, and I'm glad some things that was said that really confirms what I've been saying and thinking for a very long time. So I'm glad I've been proven right again. But let me address something else too. Now after Bomb's channel, you know, went on, she ended her live. I'm on YouTube. I'm actually editing the video, right? I'm actually editing a video, and I'm trying to decide whether to um release the video today or sometime over the weekend or Monday. I'm trying to think about when should I release this video that I this interview I want to do, right? As I'm trying to think about it, I'm on YouTube cruising around, and I'm looking at these shorts. I'm looking at these shorts, and VDub. Let me say it's the VDub. That was a surprise. I'm sitting over here. It's actually what 3:55 a.m. right now. 3:55 a.m. Central Time, right? So I've been up ever since 1 o'clock, trying to edit this video, listen to the Bomb Cherry down, listen to you, and I'm sitting over there like, well, I am surprised. And when I say surprised, I'm not surprised at what happened. I'm surprised. I'm surprised that everybody else knows what's going on. Okay, I'm surprised now how quick and fast everybody caught up to what's going on. And I'm just asked this question now. I wonder if he's going to flag everybody now. I wonder if the one if homeboy is going to start flagging everybody's channels now because he's been outed. You see, at this point, and I said this last month. There will be no forgiveness. There's two things I'm going to do now, and I already said this ever since last December, last November, December. I said there will be no. I will not make any apology, and I will not accept any apology. You better treat me right the first time. Okay, you better treat me right the first time. So, so I'm glad what I saw, right? And so this person used his issues as cover for sensitivity points. See, I don't like how people try to use other people's kindness. Now I know that the world is a mean world, and the world is very contentious and full of strife, and you know and I me personally, I was going to be at least somewhat be warm to cut somebody, a certain person, some slack. right? I was gonna cut somebody some slack because of that person's mental um, capacity. But after seeing what happened to me last month in my channel last month, and what happened, and him teaming up with that nigga from a goddamn the nigga from that who hang around with the swirlers, between him and that bald headed nigga over there. They really fucked up my channel up. So me being a vengeful person, I haven't done anything yet. But the thing is, I don't even have to do anything because he did it to himself. That nigga, that that dude did it to himself, and I'm glad you VDUB, you were telling everybody you gonna put out every little racist thing he been saying. I'm glad you put out every little racist thing he been saying. So, you know, and the thing is though, I'm not going to sit there and laugh at. I'm not laughing at it. I'm looking at it from a standpoint of well, it's justice. But here is the thing though, and I'm gonna play. I'll look at things from the long game, right? I always look at the long game. Now, it's entertaining, and I'm using the word entertaining in quotation marks, by the way, because I really don't find it as entertaining or as funny, but it's entertaining that you got somebody who has a mental um, issues being used. I want everybody to follow me on this. I want everybody to follow me what's going on. See, I know what propaganda is, and I, for one, refuse to fall for the trap. See, now, yes, those women cuss old boy ass out, right? Those women, those black people on that particular channel, cuss his ass out, roast old boy out, all of that, right? Everybody roast his black girlfriend, right? They roast his black girlfriend, his so-called black girlfriend he had, right? They call her precious, all that, call her fat, da da da, right? Now, everybody's laughing about it. I'm not. Let me tell you why I'm not laughing at it. Let me tell you why I'm not even gloating at that. Because the channel holder is playing the long game. You see, that nigga, that African Negro is using that that Indian over there as a decoy device. Okay, he's using all of these black people who's rightfully so are angered at the racism by the so-called Indian over there. So what he's doing, and I know the game. It's like what Candace Owens did back in 2015, and it's like what uh what's his name, Brian Logan, Brian Anthony Logan was doing, and it's like what uh I forgot what's that guy with the so-called officer, Brandon Tatum. Let me tell you what they're doing. You know, this is a long game. That, you know, I would have joined in, laughed at what I was seeing, clapped my hands in the green, but that's a short term victory. That's very short term, right? Because I'm really looking past the Indian. I'm looking past him. I'm looking at the African right there. I'm looking at him. Okay, I'm looking at him because the thing is, you got all these normal black people dogpiling on a mentally handicapped person. So I wouldn't call it a self roast. I wouldn't call it self roast. That is a tactic for a long term gain. I've been on YouTube far too long to know what people are actually doing. Yes, it's funny to see what's going on, but the point is, the message is, oh, African Americans are blank. Black people in America are fill in the blank. Black people are Negroes in America are fill in the blank. Create a negative stereotype and using social media and using screen yards, um, Zoom, Melon, Restream, whatever these streaming services are, they're using that raw anger, that raw energy. That they use that raw anger, that raw energy to showcase the worst of that particular racial group. Having said that, I'm glad he outed himself. I'm glad he went ahead and he outed himself. I'm glad it's not a one time fluke. I'm glad though he kept on doing it and doing it and doing it again and now though nobody can sit there and deny what he's saying is it's no longer a fluke. What he's saying is actually what he's saying is actually what he believes in. The name calling, calling people black supremacists when he got no when he does not have um how can I say, he doesn't have no evidence to back it up. He has no evidence to back anything up. So I'm really am glad to see um him digging himself a hole. So that's a short term victory, that he's digging himself a hole that he can't get himself out of, and it's going to be impossible for him to, to dig himself out of it. It's impossible now because the African, what's his name? I've got the African's name. The African is using him as a decoy or a shield, and he doesn't understand that the African is really his is also his enemy too. Man, who is that African's name? I forgot his name now. Because I remember he was on Citizen Lou, and it's what Citizen Lou and Ty City said, do not engage with this dude. Now I see what Ty City was talking about. Somebody like him, you do not engage. Do not allow the African that I'm talking about this. I ain't talking about all Africans. I'm talking about this particular per person to and let me say this while we have evidence. This channel and the channel holder does not practice hate speech or discrimination against any race or group. So you can miss me with that. I'm only using the term African to as a placeholder of of the individual who came from Africa, right? So I don't want to hear nobody talking about hate speech or I'm after Africans. No, I'm not. I'm talking about this one particular person. I can't remember his name. Um, but yeah. See, the African is using the Indian to to build himself up, and nobody he and the Indian can't even see the point that he's being used because the African has a problem with African Americans. And yes, I said African Americans. I do not come in with that ADOS bull crap, that dumb FBA, all that stupid crap y'all be saying. No, take that shit, put it in the trash. I don't want to hear no online movement groups. But yeah, uh, yeah. But I see this as I see this as funny. Well, I'm not really laughing at it. It's not really funny, but funny as in um funny as that he really thinks he's telling the world about black people and especially the African diaspora, black people outside of Africa and stuff. But then though the African is using him as a punching bag, as a the African is using him to be our punching bag, to make the Indian into our punching bag. Is what I'm saying. And I'm just looking at that and say, hey, you know what? I see it as sad, and I see it as with some humor, especially when the Indian was trying to perform fellatio on the whatever that thing that was in his mouth. And he thought he was telling people. So he thought he was really was going to destroy people. No, you're not really destroying people. You're making an ass out yourself for doing that. You know. Um, oh well, but I'm glad I'm seeing it. So VW Boogie, I gotta say, hey man, I'm glad I see what I see. Thank you for the present. I mean, I know it wasn't to me, but when I saw it, I was like, well, I'm pleased. I'm pleased. I don't I'm pleased that that God is good and God is great and God will seek vengeance on people who do wrong things, and that's what happened. But I wish I was the instrument of destruction. That's one thing I would like to be, the instrument of somebody's destruction, especially him, and especially people like him. Okay, people who lie and make all them racist ass statements and getting away with shit. I wish I was the author of that person's destruction. But I can't have it all. I guess. I mean, you know, I never get what I want. But anyway, I'm pleased. I'm pleased in what I saw. I'm pleased in what I saw. He just self roasts himself. And I never seen somebody who self roasts. like that. I mean, this was worse than Jalen putting out the jar of Vaseline on a live stream talking about he wanna do this that and the third, and things though I won't repeat on here. You self roast yourself. You call yourself roasting, and you roast it yourself. I like this Roxanne water. This drinking water called Roxanne. I like the cap. Just yeah, 2 clicks and you can reclose it. You know, kind of like Roxanne water. I might have to go ahead and buy me another case. But yeah, you know sometimes I have to sit it back and allow people to destroy themselves. That's all I have to do. Sit on back, allow this person or persons to sit there and destroy themselves. See, the problem with him is he listens to too many of those. He's like, well, I'm not a racist. Then why you supporting JB Gunner then? If you said you're not a racist, why you over there with JB Gunner then? And it's like what Likewise said though that last month. Likewise said that ever since the pandemic, people like him and Jalen too, stay inside the door, stay inside and watch these stupid ass idiots online. People talking about America and black woman this and the black people this and that, and let's listen to these stupid panels where people just regurgitate things that is not even accurate. That's part of the reason why I want the manosphere to be destroyed. You put out messages out, and then you got people like Jalen and this Indian regurgitate foolish arguments and get online, especially especially one of these dudes says something that shouldn't even be said to women in the first place. What's going on, Yeti Black? I see you in the chat room. I see what's going on, Yeti Black. Now I noticed there are about five people watching currently, and let me address and let me address Richard Conley. Richard Conley, I don't give a flying fuck who blocked your ass because you said last night, Big J, you blocked me, nigga. Fuck you and and where a block there is, nigga. You been blocked for over a year now. You actually been blocked for over a year. Well, Big J, you're a coward because you don't let people disagree with you uh to talk. No, nigga, I've been on YouTube far too long, and I'm tired of old niggas like you who are over the age of 50, over the age of 40, over the age of 30, acting like children. I don't got no patience for that bullshit. See, a lot of y'all coming here with with that barber shop talk, and y'all act like what y'all saying is the truth. See, the thing is, a lot of you. Let me say this to you. Shout out to Gabe. Shout out to AC Clark, and I got a problem with AC Clark, but that's besides the point. AC AC Star missed the point. Whole lot of points he missed. Even though he said, well, Big J saw that, yeah, you right though, AC. But the problem is, AC, you still missed the point. Because Gabe, Citizen Lou was right. And even you yourself was halfway right. Because yes, I broke down the origins of the black manosphere. The problem is you didn't know where to start. See, you didn't know the entire history. See, the thing is, you only follow O'Shea's storyline. You didn't follow when Bar. See, the thing was, the manosphere didn't start with, when I talk about the manosphere, I'm talking about 1.0 and so forth. It didn't start with 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 Sergeant with a Pete and Pink Elephant. And it started with them. Exclusively, I should say. What started was there was many forks in the road, and all them forks went into one lane. You know how like when you see uh on the outs, if you ever go to a small town and you see forks in the road, and all of a sudden all them forks eventually meet and become a main road leading to a highway. It's like that. So it wasn't just like, O'Shea did this and O'Shea did that. No, what O'Shea's thing was separate from what Obsidian was doing and what Angry Man was doing. Now, what was true was Angry Man and Obsidian got kicked out the voice for men because Paul Elam, it was not I forgot that professor's name. It was Paul Elam that kicked Obsidian, well, told Obsidian, told Angry Man, stop posting, stop talking about black women on my channel, on my page. Then they ran to O'Shea with the when they was trying to figure out what to do. O'Shea hurried up and created Negro Manosphere page because Angry Man was dragging his feet. That's how the beef got started. O'Shea beat Angry Man to the punch because Angry Man was talking about creating a website of his own. O'Shea took it and was going to do that for everybody to come in there, and then they'll, you know. So yeah. So y'all don't know the history, but I'm glad though. Citizen Lou, Gay, even even HK Aries said, well, like Big J broke that shit down. I broke it down. Now, if you want to talk about black men, you know, but if we really want to go to the actual history of it, you got to start with people like Barbarossa, because Barbarossa was a Caribbean. Well, he's a Caribbean. Um, if you followed the MGTOW movement, and let me say this too, there was no manosphere. See, some of y'all believe that the manosphere is a group, right? Like this group, right? The manosphere is a loose collection of men's groups, or ideologies. Even those ideologies can be opposing. Whether it's the MRAs, the MGTOWs, your these what y'all call true force loneliness, and so forth, and every other men's groups fall under the umbrella of manosphere. So Y'all looking at it as a group because how the Negroes tried to, because money was brought into it, and y'all look at as this group because Anger Man, Obsidian, and O'Shea and Ringo TV Raw at the time. Ringo TV Raw was seen as the third member of the Musketeers, saw it as a money grab. And they took what 1.0 did and ran with it. Don't, and that's why though they became bigger or more well known. And let me say this too, because some of y'all don't know a fucking thing. Y'all really talk, but yet y'all don't know shit. Y'all talk and y'all don't know a fucking thing what you're talking about. Also, if we gonna sit there and talk about, I hear Rage always. Let me tell you something. Reg really want to be part of. Reg want to be seen as one of, he wants to be on the Mount Rushmore. Right? That's why though he's always saying all this that dumb shit because he wants to be. When every time when people said the word manosphere or black manosphere, he want to be one of the figureheads. Like, oh, he's one of them. Right? He want to be looked upon as he's one of them. He wants to be on the Mount Rushmore, of the manosphere. That's what he really wants to be. He wants to be seen as one of them, right? Or among the figureheads. And for somebody who want to be the figurehead, nigga, nigga, you gotta know what the hell your ass talking about too. Because thing is, nigga, how you gonna say anything about 1.0 when you know nothing about Crazy Bruh going on Dr. Drew's channel? No, Dr. Drew's CNN show and act a plum fool on a well-known doctor show by grabbing Dina Jacobs behind, because that really would killed 1.0. There was like a couple things that ended Manosphere 1.0. Right? Well, what I really ended it, and it wasn't just one big thing. It was a series of things that actually made people leave. Right? What made people leave is the whole when Sergeant Woody Pete had that white girl giving him fellatio while he was trashing black women. They didn't like that. That was one thing. SWP fell in love with that pro black. After he did that with that white girl, he went to this pro black chick and got in a relationship with. That was one thing. Second thing happened was the what happened to Agent McGowan. And what I'm saying is not even in order. I'm just telling you what in it. I can't. I forgot. Um, I can't tell you the timeline, but there was it's all happened almost at once or at the same time period. Then what happened on the Gen X website, because all them gazoos went to Gen X, and this is what Reg and BJS don't want to sit there and acknowledge. They went to Gen X. All those guys got kicked offline and went to Gen X. You know how I know they went to Gen X? Because I went over to Gen X. Gen X had a blue logo to it. It was in blue. The logo was blue. I think it was like it was a blue greenish thing type. if I'm not mistaken, because it was a long time ago. So I believe it was a blue logo. It was a Gen X forum. It was a Gen X website where everybody put their videos on, and it felt the same way. And then though you got niggas like Styles, Nut Ward kind of, he did his thing over there, that was. And then though, um, what really sealed the deal with the first Manosphere was Crazy Bra. Crazy Bra got up on Dr. Drew and did what he did to Jacobs. You know, and then that kind of died down until until Solo Nation came to being. So, um, and I know I'm paraphrasing because there's so much details I'm leaving out. So I'm really paraphrasing what happened. But y'all guys know what the fuck y'all talking about before you speak, especially when you trying to be one of the want to be seen as one of those losers over there. You guys gotta know what the hell you talking about, Reg. You really don't. You know what the fuck you talking about. Most people over there don't know what the hell they're talking about. But y'all try to get rid of me, which I really don't give a fuck because the thing is though, I'm still better than most of y'all anyway. Um, and like I said, the management should be destroyed. Um, and I'll blame all this on Mr. Research because he stuck his whole head up O'Shea's rear end, and he said, "Yeah, I'm want to be Reed Musketeers." And I really want somebody to ask Mr. Research about the Reed Musketeers line. I want somebody to ask. If Mr. Research ever comes back on one of y'all's panels, y'all need to start asking Mr. Research, hey, describe about that Reed Musketeers line. What's this Reed Musketeers you were talking about? Yeah, O'Shea, man. Yeah, I mean, O'Shea. hmm And now a lot of y'all trying to cop please and shit. Y'all got these regrets, and I told y'all a long time ago. There's even videos a long. There are videos I made back in 2015 saying what y'all trying to do is not going to work. What y'all trying to do is based upon blaming women for all y'all's problems, for all y'all's personal problems. It's not going to work. I said that. I said it back in 2015. Now you know how long ago that was. You know how long ago 2015 was. And in fact, I actually said that earlier than that. I said that even earlier. What y'all doing is not going. It's going to be a failure because too many of y'all looked upon it as entertainment, whereas the forebearers at the time, and and to be truthful, I gotta be fair. 1.0 was more of an activist thing, while 2.0 was more about entertainment. That's why I said y'all need to burn that. No, scratch that. Scratch that. YouTube needs to get rid of y'all. It's like what Sexy Red asked that question in Keep It 100 channel when she asked BGS, what about black boys? BGS said, what about them? But you call yourself man. And the thing is, and when see BGS answer to Sexy Red's question should have at least destroyed. BJ should have lost subs behind that. BJ's, Charles Flockner, the whole Green Gorilla, all them niggas should have lost subs behind just on that alone. That should have been a scandal. That should have been a scandal. What about black boys? And Sexy Red asked the right question. She asked the right question. And and my thing is, it took a woman to do it though. And I'm glad that a woman asked that question. I'm glad that a woman got up on in a man's panel. These men spaces, y'all always keep on saying, and actually asked the right question. Asked a question that they refused to answer when every time when I asked that question, they didn't want to answer that question though. But I'm glad a woman asked that, so that it won't be seen as, oh, black women just hate black boys and black men and black women. No, 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 no. I'm glad the black woman said that, because that actually disproved that black women are the number one enemy of black men. Because y'all love saying that'll crap. And I'm not even pro black. I'm not even pro. I'm not what y'all call a pro black. Okay, I don't wear no red, black, and green. I don't use terms like ADOS and FBA. You don't see me, wearing dashikis and in garb. You'll never find me in that trying to fake the funk. That's like, if I would have did that would be like Roland Martin. I mean, that one time Roland Martin got on TV one time wearing a dashiki and that African hat. You look fake doing that shit. You are an African American. You're not African. Your ancestors, you might be African by blood, but your nationality for the past 500 years. Your ancestors been through the Caribbean and in the Americas, vis-a-vis by the transatlantic slave trade. Start dressing up like an American. All right, dress up like SW. You are a person from North America, or from the Western world. You look stupid out here trying to wear shikis, and you live nowhere near the continent of Africa, much less in the Caribbean itself. But anyway, I see VW up in here. Yeah, yeah. I want to thank you thank you for all them videos you made recently. See, I was asleep. I was asleep and I saw that. I said, well, damn. I didn't know this shit was going on. But the thing is, VW, the thing is, VW, I know you might see that as um a not as a victory, but knowing what the African is doing, the African is making the Indian look like a victim, so he can say, you see how evil and violent black Americans are, African Americans are. That's what chaotic truth is doing. That's what chaotic truth is doing. He's using the Indian as a tool to show that black people are evil. Why y'all picking on that mentally disabled uh, young man? That that's really what's going on. That's what chaotic truth is doing, and I see that. Everybody cooked him yesterday. Yeah, I know. I know. I know. But like I said, V-Dub, I'm looking at the long game. See, Chaotic Truth is trying to go where Candace Owens is at. He's trying to go where Brandon Tatum and Brian Anthony Logan is going to. I know what he's trying to do, and he's using he's using the Indian to show how evil black people in America are. Yeah, I see what's going on. Yeah, I've been on YouTube far too long to know the playbook because Candace Owens tried that same ass playbook. Oh, I'm a victim. I'm a victim. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Yeah, girl. You ain't no victim. You started controversy. You got the reaction you needed, and now though you on for Daily Wire and Fox News and Turning Point USA and whatever the place there is. So hold on. You said hold on. You know what? I give you the link. I give you the link because I'm over here chilling and shit. I'll give you the link so like you can explain this because I'm still pissed off from last month though. I'm pissed off from last month. To telling you the truth though. I'm pissed off from oh you at work? Oh never mind. Never mind. Cause I'm pissed off from last month. Because I see him trying to hide behind Kelly Ray. That bullshit he did last week, hide behind Kelly Ray, hide behind Mella, and I'm really wanting to cuss out Mella ass out though too. I really want to cuss out Mella out for getting in the way, but um, he tried to hide behind Mo, that didn't work out. He tried to hide behind Kelly, that didn't work out. You try to hide behind that old bald headed nigga over there, that bald headed nigga with those, black men are evil, black men are bad. Ever since that bullshit, I said, you know what? Let me focus on my channel. Let me just build my channel up to a point where I can freely have a hand in auditioning, uh uh so I can at least make money and also unleash punishment if need be. I did say I was going to quit YouTube in November. I did say it on November the 6th, 2023. I said this about a couple months ago. No, like 4 months ago. I said I'm quitting YouTube as of November the 6th, 2023. But ever since what happened to me last week, no, not last week, back last month, no, I'm here to stay now. Fuck that shit. Because that Indian and that bald headed simp ass nigga want to play games and shit. Now I noticed that I lost subs beefing with that bald headed nigga over there. While he's over there trying to beef with a dead man. And like what I said, once I'm no longer on those channels, long as I'm not on those panels or in the chat room, I want y'all to notice their view count drop. They losing subs. And I'm glad somebody else pointed that out because I went on a social blade. I went on social blade. I went to his channel on Social Blade and see how many subs he lost. Ever since I left that channel, that he's been losing viewers, and he's also losing subs. Then I look at the lawyer chick, Miss LA Law's channel. Looked at her channel. I see she's losing subs and views. Oh, who is? Oh, who is? The bald headed simp, or that so called uh Indian over there? Because I ain't really watching them like that. Oh yeah, okay, okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's trying so hard to find to find a team. He's trying to do this. The enemy of my enemy is my friend shit. But he's doing it to he's doing it back. He's not even doing it well. First of all, I don't even know chaotic truth. So how can I be the enemy of him? The only time though me and him ever came across each other was on Citizen Lou's channel. That was the first and only time I ever did engage with chaotic truth. So he better try harder than that. And then though he tried to go to Kelly Ray. Do you know me and Kelly Ray cool? Then though he tried to go to Mo's. He knows that Mo, Joe, likewise, and at least half of those people over there really don't got a problem with me. Them white folks over there don't have a problem with me over there. So he tried to do that. Then though I see him going to bombs channel, not knowing the fact I'm part of the or what Bomb would call the bomb squad. I never consider myself part of the bomb squad, but since I'm a member of the bomb squad, they put me into their little clique, and I'm a moderator over there. He thought though that was slick by going on the bombs channel and try you bomb you Miller. That's not gonna work. It's not working out for him. So I don't know why don't he keep on mentioning me, calling somebody a black supremacist. Really? If that was the case, how come me and Psychopathius have major beefs over? Now, if he was calling Psychopathius a black supremacist, then like the argument can be the argument. There is an argument to be made. But how can I be a black supremacist when I talk to white women and I hang around with white with Caucasians? Make that make sense, idiot? That's just dumb. That's just stupid. That's dumb as fuck. Can you prove what you just said? Well, you can't prove what you just said, then therefore, man, you really need to shut the fuck up. And it's really funny to me though. Big J is a black supremacist. Okay, based upon what? Uh, like I said, there will be no forgiveness. I will give no grace. at this year and this time there will be no forgiveness. I'm not apologizing for shit, and I'm surely am not going to accept anybody's apology. You better treat me right the first time. Then though, I noticed this shit. So he went on Della's channel. Now he noticed me and Della had problems, right? I saw his ass over there trying to get up in Della's live stream the other day. I know what the fuck your ass do. And Della had the good sense to kick his ass off that panel. She had to at least for once she did something right for once, kicking his ass off the panel. Why are you here? Trying so bad, trying so hard to create a team, or trying to create some alliances so he can defend himself when every time he goes off saying something out of line. You trying to do a chess move, trying so hard, trying to do this 3D, this 4D chess game. That shit does not work for you, for him, I should say. The fuck out of here, man. You trying to do that 4D chess move. Trying to say, I'm trying to hide behind this person. Then I'm gonna go to this channel and I'm gonna hide behind this person. Then I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna hide behind this person. Then I'm gonna go to this channel over here. I'm gonna hide behind this person. So I'm looking at it and I said, you know what? You know what? Let me just ignore his ass. That's what I'm gonna do. I mean, and that's what I've been doing for the past month, is not to say a fucking thing about him, right? And now since he's free and saying all that racist shit, everybody see him for what he really is. Everybody see him for what he really is. So he can't hide behind the whole. Well, I have a mental disorder. No, no, no. Don't even try that. Don't even try that, because that shit's not gonna work. All right, that shit is not gonna work with me. And I'm glad other people are now seeing it. What was really going on. But he didn't like it when I told him, okay, you blow your own money up. For you talk about black people getting reparations, and I really don't give a flying fuck about the reparations argument, because for me it's like this. For me personally, I think that argument is lost. That argument is now a dead issue now, because for two reasons: Tone Talks and Yvette Carnell was so divisive that they destroy any goodwill for their cause. That's why even when Tone Talks, Yvette Carnell, or Tyreek Nasheed, what they did, they brought ill will into. They poisoned their own well. That's why the reparations argument is dead. Two, even if you get it, in the way that in the way they wanted it, is okay. Okay, you want the check. Okay, well, do you realize by doing that, you cause inflation, hyperinflation, and you will decrease the value of the dollar bill, especially, which leads to number three. You have a digitization of money. That's that's gonna cause a problem too for further down the line. So that's why I'm lukewarm on that idea. I think that there is a better argument, there is a better idea, and that's what the interview I'm going to post later on, because in the interview I did talk to about reparations in the interview, and the person was talking about another person who I have also contacted. By the way, I'm waiting for confirmation from him, from that other person, about his reparation plan. He's a black man from New York, and his plan is radically different than what Tone Talks and Yvette Cardinale and what Tyreek Nasheed's doing. That'll bullshit what they're doing. There are alternatives out here, but people. But the problem is though those alternatives are not being displayed. They're being ignored. They're being ignored because people want to be entertained rather than being informed, and that's part of the frustration that I have on in this sector on sector YouTube. No, I can use inflation. I can use inflation because I can use inflation. I can use that argument, and I'm going to stand on that argument, and I'm also going to stand on the point of the value of the dollar is going to drop as a result of that. And I know what you're going to say. Well, Big J, what about they giving money to those other groups of people? Well, I'm going to tell you this. Well, that's why though we in a problem right now, because we're giving money to those folks, and it's also leading to inflation. It's also leading to inflation. We give money into this one little country out there in the Middle East, and I know it's not much, but the point is, it's causing inflation over here. That foreign aid to this one particular country in the Middle East, we getting inflation off of that. Rather than, and that's why though I really need to do that a video, um because I think I myself have a better alternative than what Tone Talks and Yvette Cardell trying, or even Tyreek Nasheed trying to put out. Hell, I even say this right now. I think Kevin Smith, I think Kevin Smith has a better plan for black people than Tone Talks, Yvette Cardell, or Tyreek Nasheed, or even Boyce Watkins. I think Kevin Smith, shout out to Kelvo, he has a better idea and plan, because it sounded in the money would be more sound. Yes. So yes. So I'm talking about Kevin Smith's the black tax. Yes, Kevin Smith's black tax plan. I liked it so much, man. I even shared it. I said I told Kevin this when he did it at that video about like 6 years ago. Kevin made that video, I said, you know what? I like the idea what he's saying, and, you know, and I actually backed it. But the problem with Kevin, there's just one thing I gotta say about Kevin's idea though. There's one little thing I have a problem with is that the thing is you have to create a consortium. Um, I can't even pronounce that word right. A consortium to gather the funds and distribute the funds out. That's the only problem with his plan. He didn't. It never addressed the how to, you know, how to this distribute the money, because you can't just give the money to one person. You have to create a consortium, or a escrow account. Yeah, yeah. Better yet, an escrow account where like you take the funds and you build the funds over time, um, and then and after a certain date, um, you can want one person, that this consortium can buy an old warehouse somewhere. I'm using this as an example, right? As an example, you can buy an old ass warehouse somewhere, and I say, like Philadelphia, and you buy things like tooling, making machines, and you can produce hire people to make nails and screws. Everybody needs nails and screws, so that will be easy money. You make nails, screws, you know, you slap the label on it, and with the warehouse, you make it in the warehouse, and then you distribute it from on the back of the warehouse. No, no, it won't VDUB. No, 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 no. The issue of reparations is dead. The issue's dead. I'm sorry, the issue's dead, because you can't, because you got to blame it on the people who was trying to make it happen. Yvette Carnell talking about, don't vote, don't vote, don't vote, as if the black people is one, as one set mind. Now, would I like to see reparations happen? Yes, I do. But there's other issues I'm going to vote for. There's other issues that I care about: foreign policy, energy policy. So I'm not a one issue voter. So it's very asinine. It's a very asinine concept for Yvette Carnell or Tone Talks to say we all should be, or even that idiot by name of Phil the Advice Show, to sit there and say we all should be one issue voters. No, I'm not gonna be one issue voter. There's other issues I care about: energy policy, foreign policy, education policy. Those are things I care about. So you mean if there is a Democrat who agrees with me on on all three of those issues, or a Republican who agrees with me on all these three issues, or whoever the case may be, you mean that I should just withhold my vote for something, for one little thing? I'm not going to do that. That. See, Yvette Carnell and Tone Talks destroyed their own movement, destroyed their own mission, and even their website was trash. Their entire website is so disingenuous And I'm glad Tone Talks put that website down, cause I went ahead, I did a video on that. I went on Talk Real Solutions, and I talked about that website. That mission statement was fucked up. That planning of it was messed up. Like listen, y'all really shooting yourselves in the foot. And I wish people would stop looking to social media for people to be their gods. Hey, I believe you. I do believe you that you will. I believe you will. But what I'm saying is chaotic truth is going to use him as a tool, saying, "Hey, you see all those black people attacking this? Yeah, that's what's going on over there." And like I said, and since I'm talking about him, I'm gonna have to put this on private anyway, because what though he done to me last month. Oh yeah, I'm still pissed off over that. I'm still pissed off over that shit he did last month. And it's not what he did on my panel, it's what he did after the panel. And the bullshit I had to do for 3 days. I wasted 3 days trying to recover my shit. And since I recovered my shit, I'm still pissed off. That's why I ain't saying a fucking thing about him no more. That's why you see me bringing his name up either. Because I didn't want him to get shit. Between him and that bald headed nigga over there. That bald headed simp over there. I know what they did that was doing. Because I saw his ass on that bald head nigga's channel talking about me. And I'm like, why you over there when you got nothing to do with that? No, nigga, no, dude. You went to the bald head man's channel, looking for allies to help you out and taking down somebody's channel. That's what you were trying to do. That's what he was trying to do. All because I called his ass out about that bullshit he was doing. In fact, though, VDub, you was more harsh on him than me. Everybody else is a lot more harsh on him than I am. Because I didn't call him out his name. I ain't talking about his condition. No, I went nowhere near that. But I'm the scapegoat though. I'm the one he needs to put. I'm the one that needs to be put down. And that's why I said I'm not gonna leave YouTube. That's why I said I'm not gonna leave YouTube, because I was gonna leave the shit behind. Fuck that. I go when I want to go. You can't make me leave. I go when I want to go, and I was planning on going. You know, that was that one time. Right. That's the problem. He's playing victim. He says some crazy shit. You clap back at him. Oh, I'm a victim. No, you're not. Everybody sees it now. Oh, I'm a victim. No, you're not. You said some bullshit. You know, and that's why I said, and this is what Likewise told him, right? Likewise told him this on Mo's channel. He said, "You are one of them people during the pandemic who watch all these videos, these channels, and now you are believing everything that's being said." He actually believed all that little bullshit they program in his head. They program that shit in his head. Same way like a Jalen over there. That program his ass. Man, yo, I was talking about that earlier. That should have did him in. Why would you try to perform fellatio on a fucking ass? What? He said something about he was sucking on a wiener or some old shit, like, and he was doing all this motion, like, no, 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 like, what? I'm looking at that, said, hey, it's over with. It's over with for him. You know what? And I'm surprised Baller X hadn't even got it yet. I'm surprised Baller X or James Gordon or Ninety Town or anybody got a hold of that clip. I'm surprised none of them even got a hold of that clip. Cause that shit, I was looking at that shit VDub on your channel. I was like, really? I was like, oh my God, this was worse than Jalen put bringing up because Jalen, this is worse when Jalen brought that jar of Vaseline when he was on Master Troll's channel showing off his can of Vaseline, his jar of Vaseline. Like, nigga, this is dead. Y'all two are bad. Y'all, I don't know why they put them on panels. I don't know why they put them on panels for. You gotta stop putting them on panels. I'm sorry. You know, y'all out there, it looking bad. That shit was evil, man. Why would y'all listen? I couldn't even do that. I'm sorry. If he was on, if somebody was on my panel who has the same problems like those two dudes have had, and they're doing that old bullshit, I put them off the panel because it'll make me look bad if I allowed them to do what they was doing on the panel. But people on here, they thought that they thought that shit's funny. That shit ain't fun. That shit was sad. However, since the wheels of justice is rolling, I got nothing to feel sorry for. I can't feel sorry for him. I can't feel sorry for him. So anyway, let me finish editing this video that I'm going to do that I'm going to put out because that's what I was doing because I was distracted by what's going on Bomb's channel. And let me say this too about that situation over there. Um, it's so strange to see that our grimy nigga. Yeah, I'm about to go here on this shit. It's so sad to see that how grimy a nigga is, and how his griminess is affecting everybody's channels. That bullshit that happened last year, you should just let it go. You should let that shit just die down. Everybody is at peace and shit. Nobody's actually beefing and shit. But you went after verbal. I'm like, dude, nigga, you so fucking grimy. And I told you about yourself, you know, for the past few years. I've been telling you about yourself, nigga. You grimy. And the thing is though, the nigga needs to stop hanging around with women all the goddamn time. And I know it's just and see the thing is about him is he needs to understand why men don't like him, but he needs to understand why men really don't like him. He think and they want he want to think as it's because he has access to women. No, fuck that. Yeah, nothing to do with no goddamn female. Yeah, it has something to do with you, his own behavior. Having said that, that also exposed something else though. I've been inspect. I've been looking at it and say, well, it kind of verifies. It verifies my suspicion. The aftermath verifies something that I've been saying all along. But anyway, I said enough. Let me take my black ass to let me go ahead and finish this thing I'm about to do, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.